Are we ready to rock and roll?
That off.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Day Factor, where we discuss our 9 to 5 kind of relationships in another podcast literally no one asked for. I'm Nicolette.
I'm Kate.
And also not a big shout out because Lainey is not here.
She's actually in Europe having the best time of her life, and I'm try jealous.
Yeah, she's frolicking away. She didn't think we'd be very good at this without her. And you know what? I don't think we will be, but we can try.
We're going to try. So the audio might be shit on this episode. The sound effects limited. But whatever.
You got to give it a go.
We've
give it a
always
go
said
day.
that.
That's all I'm saying.
It every day is a give it a go day,
and it should be.
particularly today.
Yeah.
I'd just like to give a big shout out to our sponsors today, and we're very excited about this one. So thank you to our sponsors. They are actually Toyota.
As in the car brand.
As in the
Toyota.
car brand
Yep.
Toyota. You might have heard of them. You might not. We know I'm a big Toyota gal. I drive a Camry wagon. Nicolette also drives a Corolla wagon.
Yes.
So if you're not a Toyota wagon,
Where you at?
jog right on, bro.
Yeah,
Jog
exactly.
right on.
And we are proud of our Toyota because tomorrow, where are we going, Kate?
We're going to Exmouth, baby. Sexy, exy.
Sexy
Here we
Exy.
come.
And Sexy Exy is Sexy Exy because we'll be there.
Yeah,
So,
not because
hot
it's
people
already
only.
sexy. Yeah, hot. If you're a minger, jog
Don't come.
on.
Don't come. They actually scan you at the entrance and they tell you to fuck off.
If you're not hot, you
You're
get
not hot
told to
enough.
fuck off. So I'm actually a bit nervous
Yeah.
about you, Nicolette, because you haven't put any tan on yet.
I'm doing that tonight. Because you got to look the part before you get there.
Yeah.
You can't just waltz on being pale from Perth. You got to look the part.
Absolutely.
It was really interesting though. Just before we came here, we were packing the car.
Mm-hmm.
So mind you, we're packing a 200 series Land Cruiser. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's just
so
what we drive now.
We drive a 200 series.
Yeah.
Together we'll drive it. Some
Gotta
would say
look
it's
hot.
Someone probably say it's my car. Whilst we're up there, I'm going to claim that it's mine.
Yeah.
And Zach actually, whilst you were inside getting ready, Nicolette, Zach walked me through the spiel about what to tell people when I say why I didn't go and get a 300 series.
Oh, yep. Okay.
So obviously it's a V6, not a V8.
Well, I could have told you that one.
It chews through the oil.
And the butt has no butt. It looks like it's got a flat ass.
Yeah, I'm not using that
It's
to
got no
impress
bubble.
guys.
You know, you need the bub.
I'm not talking about the butt to impress guys. I'm
No,
sorry.
Exactly.
Chews through the oil. The front windscreen, it leaks. And also
It's not as hot.
there was a third thing.
It's about a 5-year wait list.
Yeah, so that's my reasoning why I'm keeping and sticking with the 200
And do you want me to
series.
write that one down for you?
No, I've got it in my
Okay,
brain.
you got it now?
I put it in
Yep.
my notes app.
The thing is though, because normally we take the boat because we're boat people.
We are boat people.
So normally we take the boat and we put all the shit in the boat. But this time I've just decided I'm going to have a break from the boat. Not that I can't drive it or suck at reversing it.
No.
I've just decided because Zach's not coming, I thought we'll have a break. Not
Yeah.
bring the boat. But the thing is, now the weight limit could be a little bit off in the
We're
car.
concerned about the weight limit.
There are 3 girls going in.
It's a gal's mission.
It's already full and we're yet to put Jess's stuff in the car. So we'll see how we go. But then the thing is, Kate actually bought this avocado and I thought, should we keep it in the car or not?
I'm concerned about the weight of the avocado and impacting the weight distribution across the car. So currently the avocado's in the front
Exactly.
seat, but I'm also with you. We might have to leave it at home.
And everyone has to empty their bladders before we get in the car. And you're only allowed a certain amount of fluids because we don't want to really go over that weight limit.
Yeah, and we just don't want to fuck it. We've also had to get rid of 1 packet of cards. We've got instead of having 2 packs of cards, we've only got 1.
We're slim pickings. We're down to 1
We've
pack.
really had to tone it down.
We got rid of all the really heavy inconvenient things and we just went with it.
Tent, don't need it.
No.
Mattress, don't need it.
Cards, keep them in.
Keep the cards in. The avocado,
Exactly.
probably not.
So
Too heavy.
we're excited. When we get
Clearly.
back, we're going to have really good stories to share.
Yeah,
with you all.
we hope so.
Yeah.
I really hope we're going to have good stories. You know, this is my first holiday as a single gal,
Exactly.
so there might be a bit of mischief.
and
there
if
might
you're
not
in
be.
Exmouth, actually, when by the time this comes out, we'll be home. But that's okay.
True.
But you know what? It's probably for the better. You know, we already are quite famous, get known. Now that we're going up there, a little bit, could be a bit hard to hide it.
Well, I did bring my big hat and my big sunnies.
True, just in case.
Yeah, but the problem is when I'm out in the surf, everyone's going to know me.
Yeah,
So
true. They recognise you.
they recognise me. Right, so Nicolette.
Episode catch up. We haven't done this in a while.
I got a lot of notes.
I got
to
a lot
get
of notes
through.
too. All right, you start. You can go start.
Okay. The first thing that I've written here is fungal jungle. Because I've actually, since we last have spoken, I've had a lot of health issues. Now, the first thing that happened is, and I don't know if it was an allergic reaction to the latex condoms that I've been using,
Well,
or a serious fungal infection, i.e. thrush.
fungal jungle.
So maybe we could call this episode Fungal Jungle.
Yeah, that's
but
nice.
I just, I got the worst. My doctor reckons it's allergic reaction to latex. So I've gone to no latex condoms.
Okay.
But it was like the worst thrush-like symptoms of my life. It was so bad so that I had to turn down sex for a week.
Jeez.
A week. And I also had to tell the guy that I was sleeping with. I said, well, the first bit was that technically it was the end of my period, so I went with that. But, period doesn't stop me.
No, not the end.
Then
anyway.
when my period was over, I had to fess up and I just said, yeah, look.
It's a fungal jungle.
I said, it's a fungal jungle down there.
So your vajay was having a full anaphylactic reaction.
It's having an anaphylactic reaction from sex. No, I didn't say I had a fungal jungle down there.
No, I think that would send someone running.
Do you know what I did say?
What?
I said my pH balance is off.
That's a nice way to put it. Maybe we'll title the episode pH balance is all off.
So this poor bloke has come back from work for a week.
Mm-hmm.
And he wants to see me as soon as he flies in. So we have dinner and then we can't have sex that night, period. Can't have sex the next night, fungal jungle. Can't have sex the next night, fungal jungle. Then I get really sick. I was so sick, everyone, that I actually ended up in hospital.
She did.
And I want to tell you a story about when I was in hospital. Okay, so there's me dying on my deathbed, literally. Couldn't eat anything, couldn't drink anything. This is for days, fucking hot. They were pumping me full of tramadol. And I just want to let you know I've got a few little leftover Tramides just in case anyone wants some.
Nice little flare up.
Anyway, so I'm in the fucking emergency just having a shit go. There's one chick who was vomiting so fucking loud. It's like vibrating through the hospital. And it actually gave me the giggles.
That must have been really hard for you. Sitting there while she's just vomiting everywhere.
It was really difficult for me. I'm really unwell, Nicolette.
Exactly. And she's there just fucking vomiting her
It
guts
actually
up.
gave me and the mum the giggles really badly. I don't know why, but we got the giggles and then we couldn't stop. Anyway, there was this morbidly obese man there. Morbidly. And when I say morbidly, I mean fucking morbidly obese, right? And he was in one of those electric chairs with the wheels on it. And anyway, so he's wailing, the pain, please, someone make it stop. Like this over and over again. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ.
It must be in a lot of weight.
I don't want to sound rude because I want to say the only time he stopped wailing was to have a sip of his Choccy milk. A little sip of his Choccy milk. And I could hear him slurping it. And you know how I know it was Choccy milk?
You saw it.
No, because when he finished the Choccy milk, he asked one of the lovely volunteers to go and buy him some more Choccy milk.
No.
I was like, quit the Choccy milk, quit the wailing.
So it's like, ugh.
You know, the pain.
You know, sometimes all you need is Choccy milk to get you through. That's all right.
Actually, fuck me dead.
But like, just clarifying, wasn't the fungal jungle you in hospital?
No,
for?
I was sick with something else. So I had a fungal jungle and then I got really sick with something else. So that's why this poor guy, I couldn't have sex with him for the whole week that he was here.
I'd say it's more poor you. You were sick and you couldn't have sex.
Yeah, that's so true. And yeah, look, guys, I was deathly. I don't want to be dramatic, but it was dramatic. Anyway, I'm alive and well now.
I'm so glad.
Thank you. So a few other updates. This dude that I've been sleeping with, I think he's fallen in love with me.
Why?
He bought me Parisian raw fish over the other night.
Oh.
And by Parisian, I mean Persian. Sorry.
I was going to ask, but Persian raw fish, what's that?
It was like fish that was like kind of cooked a bit like it's like ceviche, but and then it was with like there was like coriander, actually like apple, carrot and stuff. It was really plush. So
All right, that sounds all right.
Yeah, thank you for that. I also have a funny story. I went and tried the episode that we lost.
Mm-hmm.
I went to the guy who was featured in the episode. I went to his gym.
Mm-hmm.
So me and this guy, because we don't have the episode, I can't tell you. We were hooking up for a little while, kind of dating. Then he did a very big, loud shit and it threw me off. Anyway, I went to try his gym and his new girlfriend was there, who's a babe, obviously. But we had this really awkward moment. So I had to leave the class a little bit early, 5 minutes early, because I had my doctor's appointment fungal jungle. So at the end of the class, I went up and said like, oh, thank you. Like I've got to run. And kind of like put my arm out to kind of pat him on the shoulder or like the back to say like,
I'm off.
Yeah, thanks so much. Like, good to see you. And like leave. However, some weird interaction unfollowed where the whole class saw, including the new girlfriend, where I had my arm out. He put his other opposite arm out. So kind of like a
real wide hug.
But we've both got one arm out. And then he went for a kiss on the cheek.
At a gym class.
At a gym class.
I still want you so
Yeah,
bad.
it's so obvious. He went in for a kiss on the cheek and I was like, and then all I did was like lean my cheek in towards his lips.
Are you okay?
And then walked out with my head down in shame.
Nah, that's all right. That's his fault, I'd say.
Unfortunately, the new girlfriend has since stalked me on LinkedIn.
Well, that's good. Your LinkedIn's fire.
It's a great LinkedIn.
It is good LinkedIn.
So that happened. Then I also, guys, we've had a lot happening, ran into the other guy from the gym that I was sleeping in. Refer back to the episode around consent. Him.
Oh, okay.
So I was upstairs in the gym doing my own thing. I haven't told you this story either.
So he still goes to the gym?
I haven't seen him in 6 months.
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen him the whole time I've been in the relationship. And like the first time back at the gym, he's there, right?
He must have sensed
He
you.
knew.
He listens. He knew.
Okay, this is what I'm going to say to you. This is what I'm going to tell you. So he comes up to me and I'm in the middle of the set and I've got my don't fuck with me face on.
You're in the zone.
He comes over and stands behind me waiting for me to finish my set. So I have to stop.
Yeah.
Ugh. And then he's like, hey, how you doing? Like fist bumps me.
Okay.
That annoys me.
At least it wasn't a kiss on the cheek.
And then we're chatting and he's asking me all these questions. And then he says to me, oh, have you been on any more podcasts recently? Because when we hung out, you and me had just featured on someone else's podcast for the business. And I went, oh, haha, nah, not really. Hey, no podcasts recently. Do you think he knows?
I don't know. Who cares? He wouldn't know it's him anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, he might. But you know what? They're better then.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
Interesting.
So that happened. I also went and saw my favourite band of all time. Went to a gig.
Yes. The great gig.
This is the big gig of 2023. I went to the gig. It was a very small gig. I'm absolutely head over heels in love with the main singer. If you're listening, Lewis, if you want to follow me back on Instagram, that'd be great. So I was in the front because there was probably only like 30 people there. No, 50 people. I was right in the front and 3 songs in, me and the singer, he locked eyes with me. That's what
everyone says.
No, when I tell you he locked eyes with me, we locked eyes for like two Mississippis, maybe 3 Mississippis, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippis. We stared into each other's eyeballs and I shit you not, my heart stopped beating. I almost passed out.
Wow.
I literally almost passed out.
Okay.
Then it got a bit awkward because my brother's friend was there and he was really drunk and he kept putting his arm around me and telling me he loved me like really loud and then kissing me on the cheek.
So he's cutting your grass.
I said, bro, stop cutting my grass because he's going to think we're together and I want him to know that I'm single.
Exactly.
So the gig happened, they stopped playing and then they were selling merch. So I was like, I'll go up to the merch table.
Were they behind
were
the
there.
merch
They were
table?
selling the merch.
Okay, so this is a good time to get in then because they're selling their own merch, so they must still be like relatively new.
Exactly.
I don't really know them, so this is a good time to get in.
Yeah.
I'm quite the muso.
So I went up. I waited till the line died down, and then I went up. Unfortunately, I got stuck chatting with the chick and another guy, and not the one I wanted to.
Get out of the way.
I was like, fuck off, you're cutting my grass now.
Everyone's cutting your grass.
Everyone stop cutting my grass. Anyway, so I left and then I made my brother's girlfriend go up and buy a shirt. And so I went with her to help pick the sizing.
Oh, yeah.
And she led where we stood and she stood right in front of the love of my life, the singer.
On purpose?
On purpose. Anyway, so I came up and then I started chatting with the singer and we had the best conversation of my entire life. Wow. 15 minutes. He was asking me what I did for work, where I lived. We were just chatting.
Stop.
And then do you know what I did?
What?
I got really awkward and went, okay, well, see ya. And then I just fucking walked away.
Okay. Did you leave him your business
No.
card? Oh, not the business
I didn't
card.
ask his name. Obviously, I already know it. I literally, he was asking me questions about myself and I went, all right, see ya, and then fucked off.
But you know what? It's kind of hot because I feel like they'd be used to girls just throwing themselves at him. So now you're the mysterious hot blonde.
Yes, exactly. That's what was going on in my
Yeah.
mind. I don't want to be too much of a fangirl. I want to play it cool.
Yeah.
However, I played it too cool
That he thinks you weren't interested.
that he thinks I wasn't interested and I'm never going to see him again because
Yeah.
he's in Melbourne. However, if someone could please send this to him,
Mm-hmm.
the band is called Floodlights. They make amazing music. And I really think me and the singer had a deep connection and I'd really like to explore that further.
And I think maybe they could actually pay us because that's a big shout out to them, to our audience.
True.
So
True.
maybe we'll be in contact.
Absolutely.
They'll message us and thanks for the shout out.
Absolutely. My final
Please.
update, Nicolette's rolling her eyes, is I've been really getting into my saunas down at Port
Love
Beach.
that.
It's so plush. There's 2 saunas there. You book an hour and then you can like sauna and then jump in the ocean like halfway through, like jump in and out. It's really nice. Anyway, I've been going quite a lot, but yesterday morning I was there at 9 a.m. Hot dudes everywhere.
Okay. Hot dudes are in saunas and hot yoga.
Yes.
Because I've got back into hot yoga lately and I said, sorry, where'd all these people come from?
Leave your ring at home.
Where?
Leave your ring at home.
Well, I do anyway because it's too slippery in there. They fall off. My fingers get too skinny. It actually does. Sorry.
Oh my
And then
fingers
you know
are
what?
so
And you know when it's like yoga and like honestly this place is like real jammed because it's so popular. Then when you all turn to the side and you're like then like everyone's facing towards the back like the side wall, so you're all there. Then you have to bend down and like touch your toes, and it's like literally nose to ass. So you really got to be careful who you position yourself with.
Yeah, I'll be getting in there with the boys.
Yeah, you would. You actually should come. There's real hotties there.
Is there?
Yeah, like-
Fuck. And Revo Scarborough, that's where I should be.
No, I've been
No?
there. Zach and I actually went today, so we're gym bros now. So.
Cute.
And I told him he wasn't allowed to bring his headphones because last time we went to the gym, by last time I mean about 7 years ago, I said, you have to show me what to do because I don't usually use equipment. I usually do classes. And he literally ignored me the whole time. He was like,
And you're marrying
and
this
he
man?
like took his headphone out. I was like, oh, what? Oh, okay. And then it would put his headphone back in. And I just looked like this loser standing next to him, wanting to learn how to use the equipment. So I said, leave your fucking AirPods in the car, bro. You're teaching me how to do it.
Babe, you should have got me to teach you. I'm ripped. I've just found out that my body currently looks a lot like Channing Tatum's from, what's the movie where
Which one?
the Triple X.
Magic Mike.
Magic Mike.
Magic
Magic Mike. You know how he's got the big lat muscles down the
Yeah, you
side?
got a big triangle.
I've just realised today that I also am a triangle.
Oh, good job.
So
You have to show
if
me later.
you-
When I fake tan you back tonight.
Yeah, Nicolette's going to fake tan my back. So if you guys listening are interested in a girl that looks like a triangle, hit me up. Hit me
Well,
up.
And the cannons too.
I've got big cannons. What's been going on with you?
Okay, I also have a few points, just random little stories.
Oh.
I know, so boring. First, I want to start. The other week, my cousin has a coffee van. And I was helping him out on this event, and just reminded me. And this guy did it. Reminded me of we used to work at the coffee shop.
Go
And
on.
he comes up, and it's like kind of busy, and he goes, "I was like, oh, what was the name for that order?" And he's like, "Doug, DOUG." And I'm like, Doug, I don't know. You need to know the spelling of it. Like people who just spell out their name when it
No.
comes to a coffee order. Don't care.
I'm writing it down.
I'm not putting you
how
on-
it's going to be sounded out by
Literally.
the person calling it out.
I'm not doing your tax. I'm just writing your name down.
Fucking jog on.
Yeah, they spell
Actually,
it out. You're wasting my time.
Your coffee cancelled.
Get it out.
Get to Mackie D's.
Yep.
Get yourself a little almond milk fucking vanilla latte from McDonald's.
Exactly.
Because you're not getting one here.
And then you know what I did just because I'm petty? When I was calling out the names, I said, Doug, DOUGG.
No, you didn't.
And he was like, thanks. I was like, no worries, Doug. See you later. Another thing that happened, I actually had, and speaking of allergic reactions, the other week,
to dick.
I had, no, not to dick, I had a full-blown allergic reaction.
Oh, you got your lips done.
I was sitting there, so we went to our cousin's house, and then I think I'm allergic to their dog, which is really weird because I'm allergic to any other dog. And I got
It's
home.
just because dogs are fuckwits, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. And my eyelids were all like puffy and like kind of welty. And I was like, must be having an allergic reaction. We're mid-dinner and I'm like, my lips feel fucking funny. And like, you know, like when they kind of feel like they're splitting? And it's because they were getting so swollen that like the skin was like splitting on them. And Mum and Hannah are looking at me and they're like, what's going on with your mouth? What's going on in your mouth? And I just had a facial that day. And they go,
Not just any facial, a skin needling.
A skin needling
We've been
facial.
skin needling everyone.
exactly, get on it. That's the
If you're
trend.
not on it already,
You need to get on
jog on.
And they go, did you get your lips done? And I said, what? I was like, no, what are you talking about? They're like, oh my God. So they're full gaslighting me. They're like, you got your lips done. Look at them. Those are so big. And I was like, okay, they don't just come up 4 hours later.
Yeah.
You get them done. And it honestly took me a good 25 minutes to convince them that I was actually having a severe allergic reaction and not
I
getting my
always
lips
knew
done.
your sister was the gaslighter.
Exactly.
I've always said that.
And then so Mum's like freaking out. She's like, oh my God, is your tongue swelling up? Like, because my lips are going full big. Like,
What was
massive.
it?
I think it's the dog. I don't know.
If you have an allergic reaction in X mouth and you cut my
And I
grass,
ruin it, the
and
trip.
you ruin the trip.
Maybe get a little trip on the Royal Flying Doctor. You guys drop the car back. See ya.
Ooh, there's a honey. I'll be on there with you.
So yeah, and then anyway, they're thinking I've got my lips done. I'm thinking I'm going to have an anaphylactic reaction. And then that's pretty much it. Then they went down. But I did
Okay.
have to go to the chemist and I was actually kind of low-key scared. But I fucking looked good.
Yeah, you sent me a photo. I was like, babe, get them done.
I was
for
like, I think I'm going
reals.
to get them done. They
Do
look
it.
hot. I was like,
Do it.
maybe not that big though. Quite
Just
large.
a little $500,000.
$500,000, yeah, maybe.
I think it's a great idea.
Another thing that happened, we got a humidifier.
Cute.
The other day. Yep. So Zach and I are also having lots of eczema lately. It's a lot. You're getting the fungal jungle. We're getting eczema. I'm getting swollen lips. And we put it on in the room and like shut all the doors. And like I woke up in the middle of the night and it's like the walls are literally dripping. It was full blown sauna. Like I was like, anyone walking past would think we're having the steamiest sex of our lives. Like the
Yeah.
windows like full fogged
Never
up.
mind, you're just there, asthma puffer, eczema.
Literally all swollen. And then Zach opens the door to go to the toilet and he's like mid peeing and all the steam comes out of the room, goes onto the smoke alarm. Smoke alarm, 2 a.m. It's like, beep, 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 beep. And I'm the deepest sleeper, so I'm like literally still asleep.
Did you not wake up?
Zach reckons he literally finished his week because I can't stop midweek, ran back out, started smoking it and had to press it. And I like slowly awake from my slumber. I was like, whoa, what was that? Zach was like, the alarm's been going on for like a whole minute. I was like, well, I'd die in a house fire, so that's fun.
I did think about that the other day. I'd be fucked.
I'd be so fucked.
Oh,
I literally, like in my dream, I'd be having a nice little sauna and the room around me would be up in flames and I'd be like, oh, it's nice and warm. Getting a bit toasty. I'm in Bali. And I think that's like pretty much it. I probably had more, but I forgot. Oh, you know what else I'd like to do now? And I've done this for a long time, but it just reminded me the other day. Explaining things to Zach that he already knows lots about.
Yeah, like real mansplaining
Yeah,
to
so
him
it's really fun.
to bring him back down
yeah.
to a lower level. I love that.
So the other day when we we're going back to the gym, I said, so what are we doing today? And he said arms and abs or something.
Tries and buys.
And I was like, yeah, because when we go to the gym, Zach, it's good that we do a certain day for each body part. And then he was like, I know we're going to go to the gym on Saturday. I said, no, well, us gym folk like to call it a rest day. And that's when you don't go to the gym. And he gets so annoyed. It's honestly so much fun. You guys should really try it. Or if he's talking about four-wheel driving, and I'll be like, yep, okay. And what we do with this is, and I explain the tires to him. It's great. It's really fun.
I have a question for you, Nicolette.
Hit me.
You are a woman. I am a man, for example. We've slept together one time. We've been hanging out a little bit, but we've only really slept together one time because maybe some other things have happened that have prevented that from happening. I don't know what, but we just something. We're having sex for the second time ever of our entire lives as two people sleeping together, not in just with each other.
Yeah.
And I say to you, put a finger up my butt.
Do you do it?
Are you putting a
You're
finger
the
up?
dude, and I'm.
Are you putting your finger up my butt and we've had sex? This is the second time. So technically we're at 1.5 goes.
No. Sorry. I think it's a little bit more personal. That's just a personal opinion. But I would say maybe not right now. Let's just trial a few other things first.
Yeah.
Not going to yuck anyone's yum because I know people like that.
Yeah.
But I'd want to make sure we'd had a shower.
Yeah.
You know, really knew each other a bit better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, what would you do?
Well, do you know what I did?
Hypothetically, what would you do?
Hypothetically, I did this. I went, no.
No.
He said, put a finger up my butt. And I went, middle of sex.
No.
And then I was like, I don't want to yuck his yum. And now I've yucked my own yum.
Yeah.
But it's a bit soon.
It's too soon.
For me.
I feel like it's kind of either serious fuck buddies or relationship territory.
Yes. Not second time.
No, definitely
for me.
not second time.
I don't want to put my fingers anywhere close to your poo particles the second time we're having sex.
No.
If we're together or we're fuck buddies for a while, 100%.
Maybe you're in the shower.
Even on the second go. Like
Not second go, but like you want to make sure, like, have they just come from work? Has it been a long sweaty day?
Yeah.
I need to make sure that it had a shower.
we don't know all the information.
And that's when you don't do it.
And
You
see,
don't
I-
have the
'cause
full story.
I felt bad because again, I don't want to yuck people's yum, and in that I've yucked my own yum. But I said no. But I didn't just say no because I felt so awkward. I went no, and kind of like side-eyed at him. And then
like, sorry, what? Can't hear you. And keep going.
and then I tried to backtrack and went, just not today.
Not right now. Just got my nails done.
A bit
Pause
soon.
in class.
Yeah, a bit soon, right?
Bit soon.
That's what I thought. Yeah, well, I'm
Yeah.
glad you feel the same about that.
I'm glad he feels comfortable,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah.
I have one other thing that I forgot to tell you, Reese saunas. Went there the other day with my friend from the gym, Jared. We've been going a lot together. We're sauna buddies now. And the sauna was full. So there's 7 people in total. So me, Jared, and 5 others.
Mhm.
There was one woman, the biggest sauna know-it-all I've ever met in my
How
entire
can
life.
you sauna know it all?
Well, she sat in the king seat, which is like the hottest position of the whole sauna. And then she kept going, like blabbing on and on about like, oh, well, we've all like, because you leave to go swimming, like I said before, or we've all got to go together to prevent the heat from
Oh.
going out. And I was like, I'm doing my own story of saunaing right now.
You're actually not the boss.
And it's not involving you telling me what to do.
Yeah, nah.
Anyway, then she goes on about how, you throw water onto the sauna coals and it heats the...
Yeah.
Anyway, so she's saying, oh, are we okay if we throw water on the coals? And she's looking at us and I was like not into it. I was dying. And she's like, we've got to make a group. It's got to be group consensus. And I was like, sorry, are we doing drugs right now?
Yeah.
No, just
No.
fucking put water on the coals.
Don't care.
Anyway, she goes, oh, we'll do it then. But I haven't got any water, so if someone else could. I was like, you're all fucking, why are you in my life? How did you come into my journey? Get out of my life.
How many people can fit in the sauna?
7.
Okay, so the thing is, you're paying for a cheaper sauna, but at what cost?
I know.
Sharing it with strangers.
I know.
And then you only get an hour, right?
Yeah.
I want to know, how often do they clean those saunas?
This is exactly what I said because you know what's going on? You know what's happening in the saunas? It's a fungal jungle.
It's a fungal jungle.
fungal breeding ground
Especially
in
if
there.
you're in there.
Yeah, I know. I'm literally spreading my fungus.
Fungus.
So I said that the other day. I said there's the fungus. There was 7 people and I said, oh, I wonder how much fungus is in here. All right, well, see ya. But I reckon surely every night they've got to like Glen 20 the fuck out of those rooms.
Yeah, well, as a ex-lifeguard, and we had saunas there,
Yeah, did you do anything?
yeah, we like sprayed them, like high pressure hose them.
Yeah.
And then you chuck chloroform in there.
Yeah.
And you give it a scrub. But am I exaggerating slightly? Yes, because it was at the end of the night and you just want to go home. Sometimes you just do a quick and leave. Spray it down.
Yeah. I very much stick to sitting on my own towel.
Yeah, that's
and
a
I've
good
now
idea.
moved to 2 separate towels, one for drying and then one for drying afterwards.
Yeah, I like that.
But so there's the 7 people, there's the fuckwit, Mrs. Fuckwit blabbing on. Then there's a honey, a
Oh.
very honey.
Did you chat to the honey?
Well, this is the story. So everyone was kind of chatting and then me and Jared went for a little ocean dip. And then Jared goes, Cade, he keeps laughing at everything you're saying. And I said, he is obsessed with
Absolutely
me.
obsessed. I'd say probably
Absolutely.
in love with you.
I think so. Anyway, come back in and then pretty much everyone else leaves but me, Jared and the hot guy. And we're just chatting about what we do for work. He tells me what he does for work. He just lives literally just down the road from me.
And you like to keep all your boyfriends within a 5-kilometer radius, so
I
that
would
way you can
say-
always bump into them.
I would say he's probably even closer than the
that's nice.
ex-boyfriend to
That's
my
good.
house, which
Yeah.
is great. So we're chatting, da-da-da-da-da. And then we go outside and I can tell he's kind of like lingering. So I'm chatting a little bit more. And then eventually he goes, all right, well, see ya. And I said, oh, bye. I'm like, see you around. And then he goes, right? I don't know his name. I don't know where he works. I don't know anything about this guy. You know what I did? I found his socials. How?
Port saunas. Did you find it?
No.
Was it on Instagram?
No, I couldn't find him on Instagram because I didn't know his name, so I didn't want to go through all their followers. He wasn't
No,
tagged
but
or
you
anything.
can go in photos. Like, do they have photos of like people?
Tried that, wasn't there.
Okay.
Do you know what I did?
What?
He told me what he did for work.
You went on LinkedIn.
So I went into Google and I had to, I Googled the different companies that offer that in Perth, right? Found a list of the different ones, picked one, and then put in the name of the business, then the job title, LinkedIn, and then all the pictures LinkedIn. Well, the first business didn't give me any winners. But I couldn't obviously click on the LinkedIn because that's going to give you notifications.
Yeah.
So I had to get the name from the Google search, go into Facebook. First business didn't work. Second business, about 4 people in, boom, found him.
You're good.
I'm fucking great.
Honestly, this is why we say keep everything on private, people, because there is creepers out there.
There is creepos like me
That can find
you. And I said, should I follow him?
And did you?
No, of course not. I'm a fucking psycho. Anyway, we were joking that next time I see him, Jack, hi, Jack. And he'd be like, I didn't tell you my name. Me? Oh, just
Jack.
a lucky guess.
Your mum Susan.
Yeah.
Does she enjoy working as a florist?
And
or
that trip you went to Fiji in 2020, how was that?
that is though your Auntie Carol.
Oh,
That's classic Carol.
bloody
Love that.
Carol.
That's clever for sure.
Anyway, so I've tried the dating apps with really close vicinity.
Yeah.
Nah, and I have a feeling I probably said no to him before. So I'm just going to have to keep
Alright.
going to the sauna. Same time.
Same time.
On repeat.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love your work.
Now, that was about 30 minutes of bullshit. So let's get into something a bit more serious, a hot topic.
Our hot topic, which is
I'm so excited for this. Things that piss us off.
this is pretty much what we always talk about anyway. So
Yeah.
I'm going to kick it off. Is that all right?
Absolutely.
When people, it doesn't piss me off. It's just funny.
Well, this is the things that
it does
piss
piss
me
me
off.
off.
It has to piss you off if you're going to mention
but
it.
I just want to mention it anyway. When people say they're trying really hard for a baby,
So you're fucking.
and I say I just fucking love raw dogging it as well. Put it up here. Done. And then they go, well, that's a bit weird. Yeah, don't you just love it? Love it. Love a cream pie.
Don't tell me that you're trying for a baby. I love a cream pie. Although I do love a cream pie.
When people say we're trying really hard, really, truly hard, coming everywhere. Thank you for that. I'm so happy
It's
for you.
disgusting.
So am I, but just with condoms. But let's
How
keep talking
dare
about it.
you talk about your sex life in public? How
It's
dare
actually a
you?
bit gross, honestly, talking about sex in a public platform. I wouldn't do it.
Nah,
Yeah. Anyway, you kick one off.
I've got so many.
Should we go one for one?
Yeah, absolutely. Loud breathers. Why are you breathing so loud? All you have to do to resolve the problem is breathe quieter. Just breathe quieter.
Yeah.
You just breathe less.
Or get a sleep apnea machine.
No, just like, I don't want to sit next to you and hear you breathing. So breathe quieter. Thank you.
When you so this always happens in my family. So there's like few people around, we're all having dinner. No one gets up for dinner, the whole dinner. And I'm like, I'm dying for a drink of water, but I really don't want to get up.
Yes, but you don't because otherwise you have to get everyone a drink of water.
You get up and you're not even, you haven't even fully pushed your chair out yet. You're half up and everyone at the table goes, oh, can you get me a water too? And then you're up there getting 10 waters. Pisses me off.
Do you know what
because
I say?
I know they were all waiting for me to get up and because I do the same thing. So
You know what I say? Get your own fucking water. I'm eating my dinner.
I'm like, no, I'm not fucking around getting everyone water.
Okay, this is I'm going to do this all in one, but to kickstart this, the beanies that are long, that come down and cover the ears, and then they usually have those long tassels that come down.
I used to have one of those in year 7. I
Yes.
thought I was so hot.
Me too.
Yeah. It was like a bit like hippie.
Leave them in 2007.
Yep.
We're not wearing them in
Oh,
2023.
I'll be back again. Don't you worry.
In line with that, any sort of themed beanie or a themed helmet, for example, like a mohawk helmet, no.
Okay.
Unless you're the age of 1 to 5,
Maybe even 7, 1 to 7.
1 to 7,
Yeah.
that's fine. If you're above the age of 7, you've got a themed helmet. Like if you're wearing a Pokemon helmet,
Out.
fuck right off.
Yeah. That would piss you up. Gates, when people have a locked gate, but they don't have a doorbell. So
How-
you get there and I say, how do you know I'm here? No,
How-
you don't have my phone. And you have to do the, hello.
Yeah.
And then the worst part is, how do they not get online shopping? Because where the fuck How do you get your online shopping?
Where is it going?
Stresses me out.
Oh, I feel that. People that slow down for an added lane.
Oh, yeah.
You can actually go the same speed because there's nobody in your lane because it's been added. And if you just read the sign, you would know that.
Yeah, 100%. When someone borrows my clothes and they look way better in them,
fuck off.
fuck off, get off, take it off, take it off right now. I want to wear it.
Yeah, I want to wear the exact outfit.
You look
right
too
now.
good. Take it off.
Long shortcuts. When someone wants to take a shortcut, but it's actually the longer route.
It's a longer route.
Now, I'm going to give you a really big example. When we were driving home from the hospital, because I went to hospital last week.
Yes.
Thank you. If anyone wants to give me some sympathy, that would be lovely. Anyway, Dad's driving. Thank you for driving me. I needed that. Anyway, you've got one road, 70 Ks, no traffic lights, no roundabouts, no stopping, right? Then you're going straight down that, and then you're going to turn left onto another road, also 70 Ks, no traffic lights. There's hardly any traffic around, right? So logically, you'd go the one road and then you turn left and you go that road. That's the quickest route, right? We're going down the first 70K road. At a random point, Dad decides to turn off the road into a residential suburban street that is now 50 Ks with roundabouts, and there's fuckloads of people around because it's in the streets. I was like, what? This has actually added 10 minutes to our trip. This is not a shortcut. The fuck aren't you going the most direct route?
Or in terms of driving, because we always get back to driving, when you come down a street and you're like, I need to go right, and it's only left turn, but you can't go back because you're already at the end of the street, and you have to go and like you're turning onto a main road, and you have to go like 10 sets of traffic lights before you can actually turn back.
It's fucked.
Like that's like the freeway, Mill Point Road, came out at South Perth, had to go left, had to go all the way past the zoo before I could turn around and get back to the freeway. Honestly, so annoying.
It's fucked.
What else have I got on here? Like door salespeople, right? But in particular, one came to our door the other day. Well, they're annoying too. But they were Red Cross, and then they were like, "Oh, do you have any money?" And Zach's like, "Oh, yeah, like I might have $5 or whatever." And they said, "No, it's like a minimum of $10."
No.
Sorry, you're door knocking for donations.
No.
You take what I have. Like, not a subscription service, not a minimum.
Nah.
I was like, oh, jog on, mate. So thank God Zach answered the door because I was like, I would have actually told them to get lost. And I probably wouldn't have because I don't like confrontation.
But you would have thought it.
I would have thought it. And then I would have politely said I don't have any more than $5 because who has cash?
Yep. Lingerers. People that just sort of linger for too long. You know what I mean? I've had this dude that's just lingering at my house. I had to come up with a lie the other day to potentially get him to leave my house.
When you leave and they don't leave.
Get out.
You don't live there, get out.
In line with lingering, just people like even like at work that just kind of stand near your desk and just linger for a little bit too long.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah. Or when you're like, oh, well, and the other person's like, yeah, a bit tired. Go home.
Get out of here. Get out of my space.
You know what
You're in my journey and I want you out of my journey.
My pop said when he was younger, he used to be like, if someone's at his house and he wants them to go home, he'd be like, oh, if I was you, I'd probably go home now. Power move. Yeah, I'd probably leave if I was you.
I love that. I love that.
Another thing that pisses me off, food critics. How do you know what I like? How can you say a food's not good or you didn't like the food and put it in the paper and tell everyone else the food is shit? We have different palates. You don't know what I like. So
I like
go
this
away.
one.
And along with that, movie critics. Sorry, you can't tell me what if I'm going to like a movie. Like,
yep.
I don't understand.
I agree.
Get out. I want to go see
get
the
a
movie.
new job.
If I want to, but I will take the food critic job because I reckon I'd be good at that.
Yeah.
But don't tell me what I can and
Everything
can't.
is delicious.
Well, this KFC is fucking 10 out of 10. That popcorn chicken.
Stupid sunglasses. I saw this dude wearing like bug eye with a neon green outline the other day.
Okay.
Just wear regular sunglasses. I don't want to see them.
Remember the ones that were in like 2009 with the sunnies, but they had all the grills on them and you actually couldn't see anything but lines?
Yeah.
And that was like the full emo
Get
face.
them out of me. Out of me? They're not inside of me. They are
Get them away from
away
me.
from my life.
Yep.
People that sigh too often. Why? Like I like a sigh because it's a good release of air. But why are you sighing all the time?
Stop sighing.
Shut the fuck up.
When you have to like you're meeting someone at 6 and this is always in my family because they're so slow, they're always late. And it will be like, okay, like it's 5:15. So if I'm meeting someone at 6, I'll usually start getting ready at 5 because then I might have a shower, whatever, leave at 1:45.
Yep.
Usually 15 minutes.
Yep.
They won't start getting ready till like 20 to 6.
Nah.
And I'm like, why is no one ready yet? We need to be at the restaurant at 6. And we literally never leave till like 2 minutes before 6. And it pisses me off all the time. Once I literally got in the car and Hannah and I were going to the same place in South Perth. I said, see ya. I'll meet you there.
I drive myself to family events now instead of driving with mum and dad if they offer because they are always late. Yesterday, 45 minutes late. Me,
Hurry up.
on time.
Move.
On time.
Get a move on.
People that wear contacts and go on and on and on about the fact that they wear contacts.
Who does that?
So many people. I didn't even know you wore contacts until literally a month ago. And apparently you've been wearing them our whole friendship. I had no idea.
Yeah, that's because I'm blind. Well, not super blind, but I just really don't like the look of glasses on me.
My contacts are hurting me. Oh, I've got to go change my contacts. Shut up.
I've literally never had anyone do that. That's so interesting.
Maybe I have the wrong people in my life.
When you visualize an outfit and how it will look on you, it looks shit.
Yeah.
That's really
That
annoying.
sucks.
And then you have to start from the scratch.
When you're in a lift and other people are in there
And someone farts.
no, but you're not close to the button, right? And someone doesn't press the shut the door button.
Oh,
so
they're
you
just
have
all
to
waiting there?
You're just going to wait.
Yeah.
No, the button's there for a reason. Goddamn press it.
Yep.
Shut the doors. Get me out of there. And also people that say hold the lift
No,
as
go
it's
the next
shutting.
one.
Wait for the next lift. You've missed your chance.
People that squish on the lift when it's clearly full. Just wait for the next lift.
It's going to be 5 minutes.
Take the stairs.
It's going to be 5 minutes. People that don't train their dogs.
Just like annoying dogs.
Train your dogs in that realm as well. Small, little, fluffy, crusty-eyed white dogs. They fuck me off so much.
Kate actually wants a Bichon Frise and she wants to adopt a 20-year-old one with the stained eyes and the stained mouth. That's Kate's
I
cup of
see those little crusty-eyed fuckers and I get angry.
dog. Kate's a real dog person. Loves it. Loves
Get me a
dogs.
Kelpie. No worries.
No, your fucking Kelpie tried to bite me. I'm off him.
Don't talk about fish like
Nah,
that.
off him. Speaking of training your dogs, tell fucking Luke to stop his Kelpie biting people.
Fish is getting trained. He's
Good.
a Kelpie, has a lot of energy.
And he is going through a lot right now. So
Fish
I'll
is
allow it.
going through a lot right now.
People that... No, I lost my train of thought now.
Okay, ratchet straps.
What about
I
'em?
know they're practical, but I cannot fucking figure out how to use them, and that pisses me off.
That is annoying. People that talk overly about how much money they have.
Ew.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
Let's talk about how much little money we have. 'Cause
Yeah.
I have little money.
You
Let's
can
talk about that.
So as the saying goes, money talks, wealth whispers.
Mm-hmm. We've
So-
said that before.
Yeah.
When people wear like shoes and you can't see their socks, like I'm picturing like a boat shoe
Yeah, boat shoes.
without socks. Show me the socks. I need to see them. I need to know they're there because you know what's going on in there? It's a fungal jungle.
Fungal jungle.
It's a fungal jungle.
Yeah, absolutely. People that leave shellac on their toes to grow out like I just did and now it looks shit and I think I have fungal infection. So-
I got a video of Nicolette's toots in like the tiniest little Tupperware container ever. She was apparently soaking them in vinegar. I was like,
Yeah.
why don't you have a bucket or something?
No, I don't have a bucket. I couldn't find one. That's why I had the Tupperware container. And you know what? You're welcome to borrow. I actually put our snacks for our road trip in there. So when we get to Extown, though, I'll put some more vinegar in there, soak my toes, and then we can put more stuff
It's a
back
dual-
in on the way back.
It's a dual purpose
Yeah, it
Tupperware.
is.
I love that. I love that.
And then actually Zach was eating out this bowl the other day. I said, I soaked my toes. Because he freaks out. He's so funny.
This is probably the thing that fucks me off the most. Those jeans that dudes wear that have the elastic down the bottom and they're also got all the rips and then the rips are like
Yeah.
sewn back
Yeah.
together and they're like acid washed.
That's very, like Chav.
Don't
I reckon,
wear
like
those.
very UK boy. Like I
Don't.
don't see many Aussies wearing them anymore.
Anymore, but when I see them,
You see
my
'em.
blood boils and literally the hair on the back of my neck stands up and I'm like, you're a fuckwit. I want to punch you in the face for wearing those jeans.
Yeah. Like we say, these are all just our opinions. It actually has nothing to do with anything that's right or wrong. So if you don't agree, that's fine.
Yeah, and fashion is fashion, doll.
Fashion is fashion.
Everything's cool right now.
People probably hate what I wear, but you know what? I don't care.
It's whatever. People that reverse park unnecessarily. If you are driving a Getz, you do not need to reverse park. Okay? Don't do it.
Because that car's so small.
Your car's so small, and I guarantee you're fucking shit at it. So you're backing up the car park while you do a 10-point reverse.
Actually, people that do, people that like if you're turning left, they veer right to turn left. Like you're not on bus. You don't need to veer right into my lane to turn left. Just turn left.
Oh, yeah. What about parking? You got to do that for parking though.
Yeah, parking's all right, but it's usually okay in there.
This is probably one of my last ones. Like when people wear a beanie and like they fold it up. Now I think it's hot, the little folded up look, but when it's too small and it looks like a kipper.
Yep.
No. That pisses me off. You've completely removed any practical purpose of wearing a beanie now, and it's void. It's null and void.
It's actually not keeping you any warmer.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. So get rid of it.
Take it off your head.
Get rid of it.
I don't want to see it.
Love that. This actually isn't something that pisses me off, but I just wanted to ask you a question. If you have your birthday, right?
Yes.
And then someone, not that you really care if they said happy birthday or not, but then it's their birthday 2 days later, do you then say happy birthday to them?
Yeah, because you want to look like the better person.
Okay, well, I didn't. Because I was like, well, why would I say happy birthday to you?
You didn't say it to me.
When everyone in the group chat was saying it to me, but you didn't. And then everyone's saying it now to you in the group chat. But why would I say it? Because I didn't get one.
I had my friend this year messaged me 2 weeks later and said, sorry, said happy birthday.
I got a few next day messages, but I don't care if it's the next day. I'm like, whatever. I forget people's birthdays too, so I'm like,
just
not
say,
fussed.
but just, yep.
But
okay,
like,
maybe I wouldn't then. I'd be a bit petty too.
yeah.
Or maybe I'd be the opposite of petty and be the bigger person.
Be like, oh my God, I hope you had the best day. How good a June birthday.
What did you get up to?
Maybe we could celebrate our birthdays together because mine was 2 days ago.
I actually have a funny story. We have this running joke in my friend group. So there's Claire, there's Felicity who has the first birthday, then Claire about a week later, and then me about a week later. Is that right? Yeah, I hope I've got that in the right order. Anyway, when it was like we were fresh out of high school and we caught up with our extended friend group at the time, we're not friends anymore. But anyway, Claire got her birthday card from one of the girls and then opens it. And the girl gives Claire the gift and goes, oh my God, the first birthday of the year. And gives it to Claire. Flick's standing there. Her birthday was like a few days earlier. And now we have this running joke where every year for Claire's birthday, we go, the first birthday of the year.
Oh no, that's so awkward. Why birthday's so controversial?
This stressed me out.
My friend has like a full Excel spreadsheet she refers back to.
I have to put it in my calendar.
No, as in like who said happy birthday to her. And
oh, really? Okay, that's a bit much.
But also, not a bad idea. Not a bad idea.
And I haven't got you a birthday present yet, but it'll come. It's in the mail.
Right. I don't need a present.
Well, I will get you one. Anyway, I thought for the main section of the podcast at 50 minutes, I want to tell a story.
Well, we've actually got 3 minutes left.
Okay.
It's 4:57.
Well,
so quickly, tell us this story.
I want to tell this story. I want to tell this story because I haven't told it yet. So this is when I was living in the Hampton Hose house. I was very hoey. All power to me. Best time of my life. Me and my girlfriends went down south for one of the girls' birthdays and we were staying at this big house in Margaret River. It was Sheridan's birthday. She was the birthday girl. That day we had been on like a wine tour. Side note, one of the girls had recently split up with her boyfriend like 6 months beforehand. And I don't think she had seen the ex-boyfriend for the whole 6 months they'd split up. We go on this wine tour and we end up at this gin bar and he's there, right?
Classic.
But not only is he there, he's also on a wine tour. And somehow these wine tours have done a swap and now we're all on the same bus together.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
That's nice.
This was also the day where my dear friend Nicole accidentally asked a bald guy what he did for Crazy Hair Day.
That's still my favourite story.
So there was this bald dude on the bus with us who actually was a fuckwit, so he kind of deserved it. But Nicole had just had Crazy Hair Day at school.
And she's a teacher.
She's a teacher. And anyway, this dude, not a single hair on his head. And Nicole goes, what would you do for Crazy Hair Day? And I lost it. I had to walk away. Anyway, so we've been on this crazy wine tour and we're all fucked. And we go afterwards, we go to the local bar and there's these a group of guys that are there and one of the girls goes and grabs them and brings them over and they join our group. There's 2 twins there, right? Identical twins. However, one is slightly hotter. Anyway, I get chatting with them. And I'm chatting with the hotter one, and he asked me like, "Oh, are you Kate?" And I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "Oh, you're Luke's sister." And I was like, "Oh, yeah. How do you know?" And he's like, "Oh, told me. I can't remember whatever it was."
Wasn't listening.
But anyway, I was like, "We're on.
You're in.
I got the hot twin." Anyway, then he like offers me a little bit of fun stuff. So we pop off to the toilet, come back, and now I'm just feeling a little bit more. Bit fun.
Yeah.
So then I go to the bar, I get a drink, come back, sit back down next to him, continue the conversation, right? Then my friend Shez is talking with the other twin, right? Anyway, during this conversation, I realised I've sat down next to the wrong fucking twin and now I'm next to the ugly one and she's chatting away with the hot one.
Nah.
I cut my own fucking grass.
Yeah, you did. That's on you.
Anyway, whatever. I'm still keen to get laid. So we all go back to the house, right? Sheridan goes into the room with the hot twin. I unfortunately go into the room with the less hot twin. And this is where it gets interesting. So first of all, where we start hooking up, we're laying on the bed, we start hooking up, things getting a bit frisky. Out of nowhere, the bed just fucking breaks. Just breaks, right? The slats fall down and we're like, boof, hit the ground.
Feeling good.
Yeah. And I was like, we're like, oh, fucking hell, what the hell? So we get out of bed, put the bed back together, put the slats in, right? Get back to it, start making out. We're fully clothed at this point. Start making out. Out of nowhere, boof, Sheridan like fucking kicks the door down, comes in, lays in between us, and just
Was she drunk?
She was fucked. We're all fucked. And she just goes, Have you guys fucked yet? I didn't answer.
Awkward.
Yeah. And I didn't answer. We just lay there and laughed. And then she goes, "Did you put a finger in your asshole?" To this guy. She's like, "Did you finger her asshole?" And I was like, "What?" I was like, "What is going on?" I was just like, fucking shit.
What happened to her guy?
All right, so I don't know. I think they'd already had sex.
Jesus.
And I was like, what the fuck, Sheridan, get the fuck out. You're cock blocking me so hard. Anyway, she leaves and she goes back upstairs. Anyway, then we recoup, me and this guy. Like, okay, that was okay. Third time, here we go. So then we're hooking up. For some reason, I'm completely naked. I think he's got his jocks on, right? And we're kissing, and then out of nowhere, I'm looking good. I'm naked. He just gets out of bed and goes, "Actually, I think I'm just gonna go."
Okay.
The ugly twin
Turns you down.
turns me down, gets dressed, and walks out the door. Right? I come up the stairs. I'm walking up the stairs, and Sheridan is at the top of the stairs, and she's like, "We're cum sisters." She's calling us cum twins because she's cum sisters because she thinks we both fuck twins. She's like, "Yeah, cum sisters."
And you're like, "No, my guy left."
Yeah, and then apparently I had the most pissed off face, and I was like, "We are not cum sisters. You cock blocked me, and he's fucked off."
You took the hot twin, and I'm here by myself.
She took the hot twin, and then she cock blocked me.
Well, actually, you sat next to the wrong twin. Maybe Sheridan didn't realise either.
She barged in and asked to be fingering my asshole, and that weirded him out too much.
I reckon that's what okay, maybe she cockblocked you there then. Yeah, okay.
But it was so funny because when we were walking back to the house, she's like, "We're going to be cum sisters," like going on and on and on.
Oh my God. These poor guys are like, okay.
Anyway, I ran into one of the twins like 6 months later, and then I couldn't remember which one he was, and I was like, Did you and me hook up, or was that you and Sheridan? He was like, no, you and me did. I was like, yeah, sick.
You're like, yeah, I think I actually turned you down that night.
Pretty sure I left.
Pretty sure I put my clothes on and left you in your bed. That would have been me, yeah. So don't worry about it.
Anyway, that's my funny story.
I love that.
Thank you.
All right, well,
That's all we have time
that's
for.
all we have time for. We actually didn't end up getting to anything we'd planned, but it's a good catch up.
It's good
So
catch
it's
up.
fine. We will be releasing a podcast weekly, or we actually have some pre-release, which is what you'll probably get next week or tomorrow.
Well, not because
No, because this will be earlier.
is
Anyway,
after
that's why we've been doing the bonus ones, because we've just been so busy.
I've been in hospital. Please
Just been
send me
in
your well
hospital.
wishes.
Exactly.
And you get well cards. That'd be nice.
Some Choccy milk.
A little bit of Choccy milk.
Yeah, that'll be
That's why that man's in hospital, because he's drunk way too many Choccy
too many
milks.
Choccy milks. Maybe I should lay up the Choccy milks. All right. Well, if you like the podcast, give us a follow on Spotify, leave a review on the podcast app. You can follow us on Instagram and TikTok at De Facto, where we post cool stuff in general. And we will be posting lots of TikToks this week because we will be going ham.
Yes, we
So
will.
follow along. Follow along. All right. See you next time.
Over and out.